Before we move on to Friday night in Cardiff, just on that red card, do you think it's potentially saved Eddie from a whole lot more criticism and potentially his job if they finish fifth for a second year running?
There you go, Andy Rowe. That last line, me and Goody back and forth. Wooden spoon decider. Scotland, Italy. Scotland going to finish sixth, going to finish fifth. Well, maybe, just maybe, again, England might finish fifth. Again, just maybe. They might finish again, fifth. And you've got to, without taking the push, you've got to start asking questions. And Eddie Jones has come out in the media, and it's because he's Australian that people are asking questions. No, people are going to ask questions because England, out of all the teams, have the best players to choose from. They've got the most budget. Let's just say they have. I don't know if they have, but let's just say they have. They've got the most budget. They've got the best pool of players. They've got unlimited resources. And they finished fifth last year, and they're looking at finishing fifth this year. For whatever excuses that is, we can talk about Scotland last year if you want, and the decisions that went against Scotland. I'm happy to go through that, why we didn't win a Grand Slam. You know, the red cards are going to take some that shouldn't have been a red card.
Win a Grand Slam.
Make it.
Come on.
But, do you know what I mean? As in, but everyone, you know, the story built up around finishing fifth, poor Italy finishing fifth, and England are looking down the barrel. If Scotland can pick up a point and England pick up nothing against France, we're looking down the barrel effectively, because you can't put Italy into the mix, England winning the wooden spoon again.
Or you get hosed by Ireland and you've won the wooden spoon again, because Wales should get 5 against Italy, shouldn't they?
Don't know.
You don't reckon?
Well, how am I saying that again? Look at me. My natural thing is to say I don't know about Wales. Yeah, they were phenomenal on Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, listen. The thing about Eddie Jones, the RFU, if they were going to sack him, they'd have sacked him last year after we finished fifth, worst ever Six Nations last year, and they did this review, which was all kept behind closed doors. Basically, Eddie did a review and said, nah, mate, not good enough. Now I'll start listening to what everyone else is saying. There's no one with enough rugby IQ at the RFU, no one with enough power above him to hold him to account on anything. So people in the press have been asking him today, I think, around, you know, if England finish fifth again, is that good enough? He's like, no, mate, it's not good enough, but there's not enough money to sack him at the RFU. We've just come out the back of the pandemic. We're then 18 months out of the World Cup. Who do you go for? You know, if you're getting rid of him, do you promote from within? Do you give it to Cockers, Matt Proudfoot, and those coaches? Well, you can't. You know, is there a Rob Baxter? You know, look at Exeter this year, not going overly well in terms of what they've done. He doesn't want the job. The one person I'd say go and get is, there's 2 people maybe. Do you reckon Gats? You could bring Gats in 18 months out before World Cup, and there'd be a big
He wants the
spike.
All Blacks job.
I know he does. Yeah, there'd be a big spike in adrenaline and performance, I'd say. But then you go back to what the Lions did in the summer, and that was pretty abject in terms of how we played. Scotty Robertson, but there ain't enough money to get him out of his contract with New Zealand Rugby Union for the Crusaders, and then you got to pay him. So Eddie ain't losing his job.
Quote me on this. Monday, 14th of March, 5:38, Jim Hamilton says that Sean Edwards will be the next England coach after the World Cup.
Pod.
Rugby pod.